and the coveted trophy awaiting the ultimate winner. Let's screw it together, rack 'em up, and get it on. The U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship is brought to you by the Billiard Club Pro Shop, your online pool and billiard superstore, and Chalk Off, the complete pool table and cue cleaner. Now, to introduce the players in this feature match, here's Scott Smith in the Chalk Off Arena.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome back those of you viewing live on BilliardClub.net. And to bring you up to date, this is day number 4 of this year's U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. You're hanging out with the world's greatest players in Chesapeake, Virginia. We started with 233. There's approximately 140 left in the tournament. $182,000 total purse, $50,000 to the winner of the tournament. Races to 11, one race finals on Saturday night to 13. Pro Express rules. At this time, we'd like to get our feature matchup underway. Our first gentleman, sponsored by JSY Transports. He's another member of the strong contingent from the Republic of the Philippines. Please welcome back from the Republic of the Philippines, Mr. Lee Van Corteza. Corteza, thank you. And his opponent is player representative for Longoni Q's and Gabriel Tables. He won the 9-ball division of this year's Derby City Classic. Most recently, he won the $50,000 winner-take-all Challenge of Champions. He's known as the Terminator from The Hague in Holland. A warm welcome, please, for Mr. Niels Feijen. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. This time, we'd like to send it to the booth. Jim Weitz and Danny DiLiberto. Take it away, you guys.
What a great job Scott Smith does. Introed all the matches, got everybody in the arena here, got the hair standing up in the back of my neck. Danny, I don't know about you, but he's got me pumped for this one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And he didn't miss a beat.
Not
he
a
went
beat.
right through it. No stuttering.
Fantastic job, Scotty. Here we go. Niels Feijen against Lee Van Corteza. And Corteza just winning the lag there. He'll be break the race to 11. He'll be breaking here in rack number 1.
I guess you're familiar with Lee Van Corteza, right?
I know a little bit about him. Yeah. I've seen him play in a few events. And, obviously won the Turning Stone not that long ago. And the man he beat in the final there, well, the man that opposes him here, Niels Feijen.
No, he beat Louis Ulrich.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the finals.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
In the semifinals, he beat Niels Feijen.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
That's what he did do. Yeah.
And actually, Niels was telling me that he ran a 5-pack on him in that.
Yeah.
So beat him 11-3 in that final, or semifinal. So
well,
rack number 1 here, Danny.
Right.
In the race to 11. Corteza with the break. Great start.
Knocked 2 balls down and played position for the 1.
Everything there.
3 balls went. He's playing 6-ball, but look, 2 of them are in the rails. And they lead to each other. So you have to fall real good on the lowest ball there.
You know,
anyway.
I was getting a little carried away with the finals, but these guys did meet in a final. Most recently, the Challenge of Champions. Niels Feijen ended up beating Corteza in the finals of that, the $50,000 winner-take-all.
Yeah, you just had the wrong finals,
I just had
but
the wrong
you corrected
final.
it now.
Yep.
But, you know, looking around and listening to all those names still on the winner's side, it looks like every match from here on in is going to be a war, at least on the winner's side.
I was looking at the draw leading up to Thursday, which is tomorrow, and yeah, I mean, every single match could well be a feature match. Unfortunately, we've only got one feature table, but
look at this hit. He fell a little short, but I don't think it's going to bother him.
I was asking Alex Pagulayan, out of all the second tier of the Filipino players, and when I say second tier, I mean the guys just below the Reyes's and Bustamontes. I said, who is the best young player? And he reckons that this guy is the best player.
Look at that shot he just executed to fall on the 8-ball. Unbelievable. He's going to get first blood.
And just like that, Lee Van Corteza takes the opening rack, a break and finish here. Keeps Feijen in his chair, and 1-0 in the race to 11.
The game starts with a clean table. Get it clean with Chalk Off, the official pool table cleaner of the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Just spray it on and wipe it off. That's all it takes. Clean your pool table in less than 60 seconds with Chalk Off and the new microfiber Brunge. It's a brush and a sponge all in one. For more information, call us toll-free. Visit chalkoff.com or call your local retailer and ask for it by name. That's Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner. Are you looking for the ultimate one-stop shop for pool and billiard supplies? Then you need to visit billiardclub.net today for everything and anything you need for your home entertainment center. Our huge online store features pool cues, balls, racks, cue cases, pool table lights, training aids, and every accessory you could possibly imagine. We've got the best prices and the highest quality products you'll find anywhere. Log on today to billiardclub.net or call toll-free 866-774-8770. billiardclub.net.
3-1 he leads Niels Feijen. Yeah, very happy with how he started this match out. And he must have been watching Louis Ulrich. He was cleaning the white ball after every, Louis Ulrich. He was cleaning the white ball after every rack when he was breaking.
Well,
Kristen Rogers, you see her there. She lets everybody in attendance know that rack 5 will be bringing Corteza out of his chair.
Yeah, I don't think many people are looking at the numbers she's saying. And you know, Earl Strickland would stop and clean all the balls sometimes with a towel.
Rack number 5, 3-1, the lead for Lee Van Corteza. 9-ball straight into the corner pocket. Make that 4-1. Just like that. It can happen that quick in 9-ball. And he gets to slide another bead over.
One swing, and you said in your tour you changed that rule where you spot the 9, right?
Yeah, in the Canadian 9-Ball Tour, which is, we're affiliated with the U.S. Open here, one of the tour sponsors. We respot the 9. We've played 11 events now into our 3rd season. We have had no problems, and it's winner racks, and that's probably the reason why.
I've been suggesting that for 40 years, that don't let a top player win by one swing making a 9 on the break.
Well, it's working for our tour.
Yeah, I
We're
like
very
it.
pleased with the results.
I respect that strongly. It's too skilled a game to win by one swing and getting lucky, because it is luck, right? No one's playing it, but he's shooting the soft break for sure.
This is perfect again.
Yeah. And
I'll
he
tell
hit
you
him.
what, I mean, right now.
Wait, what's going on here? Niels wants.
He just.
What could he be talking about?
He might be asking about the soft break.
Well, it's not a safe break. You know, we're not allowed to have a safe break. The soft break. Corey Deuel one year hit him softer than that and was making 2-3 balls all the time. You can't argue this point.
Niels is having a word with Barry Berman. I'd love to be in there to know what exactly Niels is asking, but you can see Barry's pretty animated too with what he's saying.
And so is Niels animated. I don't know what what is this?
No, he's having a word with Lee Van. I don't know exactly either.
I know years ago, Earl Strickland couldn't accept the soft break stuff. So he had a match in the tournament with Shannon Dalton. And he said, Shannon, how are you going to break him? He said, I'm going to hit him hard as I could. Earl said, great, me too. It irritates him for the soft break. And if you were getting saved off that soft break and the guy wasn't making a ball.
Well, there goes the 9. Yeah. Lee Van Corteza now 5-1 in front.
Where can you find videos of the best players in the world in their entirety and without commercials? AccuStats.com. How about 8-ball, 9-ball, straight pool, 1 pocket, and 3 cushion billiards? AccuStats.com. Only one place has it all. Check out our complete catalog on the net 24 hours a day. Where do you ask? AccuStats.com.
No wonder Lee is one of the highly touted players from the Republic of the Philippines. Boy, he's making this look easy. And he has looked as dominant as anybody on that main table. For me, Tony Robles looked terrific. Obviously, the last match, Louis Ulrich looked great against Pagulayan, but Levan Corteza, I mean, he's just making it look like it's a walk in the park.
I would love to know what all that conversation with Barry was from Niels.
Well, I think it's being relayed to Levan Corteza here. I honestly don't think that more than one ball went past the side pockets.
Oh, please.
I can't think of any other reason, because it was after that Niels got out of his chair. And I'll tell you something, Levan Corteza, like he's listening to Barry there, but he doesn't speak English all that well.
I know, because that's the reason he won the tournament. I never interviewed him.
Yeah, he's, you know. I mean, I've actually tried to have a conversation with him.
That's what they did. I can't believe this. Very unjust. They made him have to break hard.
Well, it was the soft break, and they've tried to eliminate that from the game, and we've just had confirmation that that was, in fact, what Niels was querying. Because really, Danny, only one ball went past the middle pockets, the side pockets, in Corteza's break.
Yeah, but as long as you're having success making a ball, I don't see what the complaint was. He isn't playing a safe break, is he? Oh, I don't like that.
Well, it's something that has been instilled this year. No soft break.
Well,
and I mean, we even had a meeting. There was it was brought up at the players' meeting. They were talking about racking the 9 on the spot as opposed to the 1.
We've done that before.
Yeah, we've done it in the World Championships. But this is giving Niels Feijen a chance, because I'll tell you what, Feijen hits the break. And he's just negotiating the gap between the colors. And if he got there, he just got there, because this is close.
Well, how do you feel about this? Do you think that was a little unjust? I mean, I know you're talking about they had a meeting and said no soft break.
Well, I think the only reason that he wasn't penalized is because he wasn't aware of it. But I promise you, Danny, it was discussed. And I was there. I heard it.
Well, it sure hurt him, because he went right in the pocket shooting hard.
Well, he hit the break hard earlier and went into the other side pocket.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I just can't see that coming up. I can't. I could see it if you're breaking and the guy winds up safe, but you're making balls. Are they trying to tell you have to have a certain amount of strength? Are they ordering that? I don't agree.
A little bit of controversy here from the Chalk-Off Arena, but Niels Feijen is the one who rolls that number 2 bead over. It's still a 5-2 advantage to Levan Corteza, but it'll be Feijen with the break in rack number 8. And I guarantee you Niels Feijen won't be hitting them soft. Not complaining, but bringing it to somebody's attention how soft Corteza had broken. And Jerry Cockrell began applying the chameleon, the new rack used for the first time in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, that U part in yellow folds up, and you could rack all 15 balls. Or you can call it a V from where the racker is. Yep. They're both shooting 941.
Well, I know Niels would like to see the score a little closer, too.
Well, he's going to try to do that right now.
941 deadlocked. Our AccuStats, a pro rating. Well, the score line isn't.
Wouldn't it be something if he got up and soft break broke it down after all that?
I don't think you'll see that.
I know that.
But that's one of the reasons, too, Danny, that they decided to use the box as Feijen looks and breaks. And I'm not sure anything, I don't think anything went down. And look at the 1.
Yeah. perfect angle to get to the 2. The 3 is right there. This is definitely a connected dots, a Cosmo, a road map.
This rack won't take long.
Well, we just were talking about he doesn't speak very well the English language. What language did Barry talk to him in?
Well, he would have probably explained it to him. I think he understands a lot of the English language, but he doesn't speak it very well. And a lot of the Filipinos too. They're very humble by nature.
Well, they like what's happening with the pool game. It's giving them identity, you know, instead of just being in the Philippines forever, playing on damp tables, probably a little raw cloth. They're feeling good about life. This is giving them a chance to be somebody. And get some money, too, because I guess it's not... you can't get rich working in the Philippines, right? It can't be, because it sounds like rents for hotels and food is all pretty inexpensive. So that means no one gets paid real well. They got a chance to make some money and be somebody. Oh, never a doubt.
That was the big shot. If there was going to be a miss, that's where it was going to come on that 7.
Well, is he going to reverse it or go 2 rails? That's the answer. The reason I said that is a little while ago he reversed it and it grabbed so nicely.
Well, the dry break from Niels Feijen, allowing Corteza back to the table to dish up, and with it, a 6-2 advantage over Niels.
One blue diamond table, 6 very tight pockets, and 9 colorful Belgium balls. Sounds simple, right? Well, maybe for these guys, because they're the world's greatest players competing in the biggest tournaments, and you can see it all on Billiard Club television. Plus, you get shot-by-shot analysis by the sport's premier commentators. Don't get hustled by the cheap imitation. Watch the best on BCTV.
He does look after himself, a real fitness fanatic, as we've said, and he wants to crush these balls. 8-3 the score, and Feijen with the break in rack 12. He's kept the white on the table. Has anything gone in?
Yeah, he made 1. He made 1. Got a thin cut on the 1, which means the cue ball's tougher to control, but I imagine he's going to shoot.
All the balls have gone over to the right-hand side of the table apart from 1. So if Niels does elect to try and play safe, he's got an awful lot of cover to try and duck in behind.
You're right. The safe might not be a bad idea here, because the shot is not an automatic, and then the position is going to be tricky. But he may feel like he's not going to gain 5 games at the moment playing safe. You know, that's the thought process. It doesn't mean it's the right way, but if he decides to shoot, that's what he's thinking. I want to win this game, and I don't want to give this guy a chance to play safes and kicks, because really, Niels has got all the worst of all that so far. He's thinking about it. I'd like to know what, imagine if someday you can put on some kind of wiring on their brain or on their head, and it'll show on the screen what they're thinking of doing. Wouldn't that be advanced?
I sometimes wonder, we had Levan Corteza on our picture there. I wonder what he was thinking. He's looking at the shot thinking, well, I wonder if he knows how to play this shot.
Oh, he didn't make it. He was playing it safe, and he did it. It was a good idea because, like I said, the shot is tough, position is tough, and when that's the case, look to play safe.
Yeah, and he's got a 2-cushion escape here.
Yeah.
And one that he might be able to play with a little bit of safety in mind. The kick shot straight into that one.
That's the way to hit this one, and that's your biggest target. And like I said today in another match, he's got a 7-inch target approximately to hit. Even though the ball's what, 2 and 3/8? Oh, he hit it. He hit it, but that's...
Well, he hit it.
He hit it.
And that's about the only good thing you can say about that shot.
He hit the ball. The one ball went a 1/2 inch, and the cue ball went 2 miles.
Well, Feijen has to try and... He's got to string some together. I know I said it earlier.
See where he placed the cue ball? He has his own style of figuring out where to fall. He likes to put the cue ball there. Tony Robles likes to point the cue there. Perica uses the point of the cue to where he wants to be. He puts the cue ball in that spot. See, he just put the cue ball. He just put the cue ball right over here, anticipating running the 1 and 2, and that's where he wants to be when he gets those in.
Well, if he indicated where he wants the white to be, he's going to follow through here and play the 2 into the corner pocket that he's looking at now.
Yeah.
But he's had about 3 looks at this already, Danny, and you know something, for me, he's got to get down and shoot it.
But you know, the 3 looks went real quick. You know, there's some players who would look a lot slower. Well, he got good, but I think now he's going to have to go forward. He's not going to get where he originally put the cue ball for the 3, but I think he has to go forward. I don't see anything wrong with any of that.
I've seen Niels play all over the world, and when he's at his best, he really gets on with it.
Yeah.
He just gets down and knocks him in.
And I'd like to make a statement that doesn't make much sense, but it means something. He plays slow, fast. And if you understand that, Jimmy, you'll... I think
well,
you know what I mean.
He moves fast, but
yeah,
he gets around the table
fast.
awful quick.
Yeah.
It's like running in sand. Slightly hampered cueing here, but shouldn't pose any problems. Play the 5 to the same pocket or up the top right corner as we look.
Oh, I wouldn't shoot this in the corner with a gun on my head. I shoot it inside and go 1 rail, try to get close to the 6. I would never shoot this in the corner. I don't think he is either. Right, can he go 1 rail up and just get close to the 6? No, he can kill it and shoot it through the left side of the pocket, too. That's how you use part of the pocket to get the cue ball not to go far. You know, the pocket fits more than 1 ball. So you could create angles. Well, I don't think I would have played for the corner here. Would you?
Well, now it's hanging right over the side, but with the angle that he
It's
had,
gonna be all right.
he probably had little choice. But for the first time in the match, Niels is going to take 2 racks in a row. And 1 by 1, he's cutting into that deficit. Now at 8-4, but again, it's Feijen with the break in rack 13.
Hi, I'm Alan Hopkins, and this is the Chameleon, the first rack for all pool games. Its unique tightening features guarantee a tight rack of balls every time. Its classic top-loading design is simple to use, and since players' fingers do not touch the balls, the Chameleon is excellent for league and tournament play. The Chameleon is so easy to use, it makes all other racks obsolete.
Contact your local retailer or visit us on the web. For a limited time, get $10 off at the Rack of Champions, the Chameleon.
The game starts with a clean table. Get it clean with Chalk Off, the official pool table cleaner of the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Just spray it on and wipe it off. That's all it takes. Clean your pool table in less than 60 seconds. with Chalk Off and the new microfiber Brunge. It's a brush and a sponge all in one. For more information, call us toll-free. Visit chalkoff.com or call your local retailer and ask for it by name. That's Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner.
Rack number 14. It's a 9-4 lead to Liban Corteza from the Philippines.
There he goes again in the pocket. Don't want to do that. He didn't make a ball, and he might have tied something up a little bit. I'm not sure. Does it look like maybe?
No, the 3 doesn't go.
Yeah.
So that's what Niels is looking at right now. He'll take a little time. The 1 and 2, no problem. But how does he get over to either develop that 3 or try and, oh, where would you play to play on it? He's got to try and develop it.
Well, he no doubt is going to try to get an angle on the 2 right there. See where he put the Q-tip? He wants to get there so he can go 1 rail into the 3. But I'm not, I'm not sure that he's going to get the best of hitting the 3. And he's so far behind that he doesn't want to think about getting to where he can play a good safe, because he will have a good safe. If he falls straight in on the 2, he can have a real good safe. And to be really creative thinking, he could get to where he can force the cue ball behind the, what ball is that? I can't see it from here, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But he has some creative stuff here. But part 1, no, he might have got a little too straight.
He's going to be able to reach this comfortably. This is the big shot.
Yeah.
And he's looking at getting the cue ball. I mean, where he's holding it.
Shoot
He's holding
the 3
his
in the
cue. I mean,
side.
yeah, how does he get the cue ball there?
Well, he can go 2 rails behind the pink, but now he's looking at something else. If I told you what I was thinking, you'd think I'm crazy.
Well, what I'm looking at right now is, what about a billiard? What about a billiard? If he could get that cue ball up around the 9, is there a chance that he could billiard the 5 into the corner pocket? A thin clip on the 3?
I don't know. It could be. I don't know how it's sitting.
It's tough to tell.
Well, that's what he looks like he's going to attempt. He got to the billiard. He has a safe if he wants it, for sure, but he doesn't feel like playing safe when he's losing by 5 games.
Well, it does look like the billiard is a possibility. That's what he's...
Okay.
I mean, playing the cue ball there...
Where does the 3 go? That's the whole problem with the billiard. Is the 3 going to stop where you have a shot? But if he has the billiard, he could play for the 3 in this side pocket where he's standing. You see it? Bank it out to where the cue ball is right now, if he has the billiard. And he sure looks like he's shooting a billiard. See what I mean? He didn't have a good plan for this ball, though. I would have hit it a little softer and played for the side pocket.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't have played it quite with so much conviction. I mean,
yeah, that was the whole thing. Now he can go 2 rails and freeze them on the pink ball, right?
Pull that cue ball off.
Is he going to give me a chance to do this? He can come off this ball, bank it out, and go 1, 2, and put them right there. I think that's what he's supposed to try. He did, but he didn't quite freeze them, so he has picking area, but it's a good shot. I'm playing pretty good up here tonight, ain't I?
You're doing all right.
Yeah. I have to say that.
9-4. Round 3 action. Day 4. Winner's side matchup here. Coming to you from the Chalk Off Arena.
This has really been a good match, even though it's one-sided, because neither player is making mistakes. Yeah, the loser doesn't have to be ashamed of anything. Harder, and he would have made this, and he might have anyway. It's trickling. Nope. Harder, it would have been in.
thankfully for Niels, the 4 is very close to that pocket as
Okay.
well.
How you get position? How you get position here? I think you cut it thin and shoot the 4 in the same pocket. I think you cut this ball thinly and come right over here and shoot it in the same pocket. I think it's too thin to go around and try to, get perfect. Let's see. Maybe he can if you can hit it fuller. Oh, he could. He could. I thought it was a little thinner hit, but he hit it very well, which he needs to do right now. He's losing by 5 games without making mistakes.
No, he looks solid. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
you know, if there's any negative body language in Niels Feijen, you can't see it.
He's hiding it, so I don't think there's any there. No one wants to go 1 rail on that shot. They all want to go 2 rails.
You know, Danny, when you get a chance to watch the way Feijen cues, I mean, he probably has the best cue action. That cue just goes right straight through. He spends so much time. I remember commentating one of his matches in Holland, and I was commentating with one of his countrymen, a guy named Alex Lely. And even Lely was commenting on how much time that Niels puts in practicing and developing that, the sound fundamentals that he has. And he's eyeing up the 9 here to pull 1 more back.
He's solid as a rock.
9-5.
Let's get it on.
This championship is played with the Super Aramith Pro Cup set, the professional ball set that guarantees ultimate precision in your game. Now this top quality set with its through hardened surface, its beautifully engraved numbers, and its new red dotted Pro Cup cue ball comes in a unique value pack, including also the Aramith ball cleaner, the microfiber cleaning cloth, and the Jimmy Rempe training cue ball with its manual. The Super Aramith Pro Cup set, a value pack built for the player who loves the game.
Oh, he's really showing all kinds of determination here.
Lee Van Corteza played a lot of shots earlier where he made the 9 off the break once. He played a couple billiard shots to get the 9.
He kicked the 1 in and ran out,
So it's
Take those games away.
Well, yeah,
and Niels could be ahead.
Absolutely. For me right now, I would say Feijen has probably played more shots at the table. I mean, his rating is higher. Rack number 16,
yeah,
9-6.
I was
going to
say that.
But that's a big difference.
Yeah, I was going to say that right now, Cortez is not even shooting 900. Look at this. Except what I said earlier.
Yes.
The 1 keeps going down there, so bring the cue ball down there on the break.
He hasn't had any flow to his break either. He's hitting the break with a lot of mustard, but he just can't seem to buy himself a shot.
Well, I have to blame him on the break for that because, I'm being redundant, but the 1 keeps going down to that area, so bring the cue ball there on the break. Look where he is. He can't afford any more bad rolls.
Well, he's eyeing it up right now. He's pushing. He's going to roll this onto the 2.
To tie him up. You see it? This is what I instruct people to do. You're going to get the worst of the 1. He didn't do it real well, but you're going to get the worst of the push-out, so try to tie a ball up on the push-out.
Yeah, and I don't know whether he's done that.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Yeah, a little bit of a questionable decision from Feijen there.
Well, what do you do here? Do you give it back, or do you try to play safe like 2 rails and get behind.
I'm trying to go right behind those colors that Feijen has just lined up.
That's what he's doing, but I think he went a little short. Oh, if he hits the 2 only, he snookered him. Well, he did.
Niels ended up putting him there.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. Maybe.
I think right now there's this is the professor and the student.
You're right. Maybe with all his ability, there's a few things lacking. Not much. Well, he better hit it. I'll tell you that. He better hit it.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is tough. He's looking at jumping. He's looking at jumping this. He has to, because there's just no other path. The only other path keeps the 1 and the cue ball together, so he's got to jump this. He's gone for his jump cue. And this is one of those that could be a good news, bad news sort of story, Danny.
Well,
if he knocks this in,
he could be snookered.
He's snookered on the 2.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like one of Massey's trick shots, you know, where he jumps this far and draws all the way back. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you can make this and get the worst of it. He becomes instant underdog if he makes it. But at the same time, he's got to hit it.
Well, now he's putting the jump cue back, which means he's going to be trying to kick at this.
1 rail. Yeah.
So the 1 rail kick, and he's going to have to play this at speed and with a bit of side spin. And he, like I said, going to be trusting to luck. He's got to hit this with a lot of speed.
Close, but no cigar.
It was never going to be easy.
No.
But I mean, even the jump, he was worried that he was going to make the 1, then he'd be in worse trouble with the 2.
Yep. And I think Corteza is going to get on the hill.
This was all manufactured by a bad decision.
Right.
From Niels Feijen with
Really
the push.
was.
He lined up that wall of colors there and put the fence there for Corteza to duck behind.
When I was playing and competing, and I saw guys like this play so well, and I would see like a Niels make a bad decision, I would feel good because they're beatable. It's not like they're going to do every part of the game right. I felt, well, they're not that good, you know. But he's playing a super match.
Well, but a lot of these players from the Philippines now, I mean, they're not coming over here to shop.
Yeah.
You know, that's a long trip to make.
Yeah.
And they come with their cues.
And they have tremendous knowledge. Tremendous. It isn't
like I said earlier, I mean, Niels knows. He's played Corteza a couple times in the last 3 months. 1 win, 1 loss. He knows exactly what he's in store for. But these kids keep getting better over there. They get to watch the Reyes's and the Bustamantes on a daily basis. How can they not improve?
Yeah.
They just are so unassuming with their presence. So I mean, they just kind of, it's almost like beating you with a stick while they're kissing you at the same time.
Yeah, and they don't give any games away. I mean, they're just you're gonna have to beat them. You know, they're not gonna make the mental errors. And I got him just now.
Well, that one didn't even threaten the corner pocket.
No, and he didn't hit it right speed either. You know, he didn't even get position.
Well, that's a huge let off.
Well,
I mean,
Niels doesn't have a good shot, but he's got a shot. He's still alive.
Trust me, he's delighted to get back to the table in this rack.
Right. Okay, what do you do now?
To be honest with you, he's either got to try and duck behind the 9, or he's got to bank that 6 back up the table.
Towards the 8, right?
Yeah. Put the cue ball behind. If he banks the 6 off the cushion and back up straight up the table, the natural path the cue ball is going to take will fall over here. And if he hits it just right, you can see he may be able to use that 7 as a blocker.
Well, can he hit the 6 thin enough to bank it at the 8 and plant it there and come over here?
No,
maybe?
that'd be a dangerous shot. Very dangerous shot. The other option is try and hold the cue ball behind the 9.
That's what he's trying to do. No, he tried my
the
shot.
6 over there.
Yeah, he tried my shot, and it didn't work out right.
You know something with that shot? It's like you're just buying yourself a world of pain. To me, it's like a negative safety.
But he didn't lose this game yet either. It isn't like he sold out to a shot and a run out. So he didn't lose the game yet with that shot. And Corteza still has to execute a pretty good safe. Cut it thin and use the 7 and the 9 to get him. He needs the 9 right now. He didn't get him. I don't think he got him.
I think he did.
You think so?
I think Niels is looking at the top cushion.
Oh, I don't know. The top cushion, you got a chance to go right inside with any speed. He can't jump the ball because he's going to hit it too close to the rail and he can go right off the table. But he's getting it. He's getting the jump cue. This is very dangerous. He can go right off the table here.
Well, you know the reason he's doing this is because exactly what you said, going the one cushion brings that jaw into play.
Aha.
What about that? What about that shot then?
That's what I said
Never
a little
thought of
while
that
ago. What if the roles change a little bit?
The roles have changed.
Yeah. He's going to get to 7. This match is not over. He's on 7.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is seizing victory from the jaws of defeat in this match.
And you know what? In all honesty, he deserves to win this match because he has outplayed Corteza in everything but the score.
And 9-7 here from the Chalk-Off Arena. Niels Feijen's won the last 3 in a row. And the pressure now firmly back on Lee Van Corteza's shoulders.
Are you looking for the ultimate one-stop shop for pool and billiard supplies? Then you need to visit billiardclub.net today for everything and anything you need for your home entertainment center. Our huge online store features pool cues, balls, racks, cue cases, pool table lights, training aids, and every accessory you could possibly imagine. We've got the best prices and the highest quality product you'll find anywhere. Log on today to billiardclub.net or call toll-free 866-774-8770. billiardclub.net.
He's loving it out there right now. He's feeling it. You can tell. Just look at the difference in the body language between these two. There can only ever be one winner looking at those two.
Look at the body language on the card girl. But anyway, right now, psychologically, Niels
check
is
those
the
numbers. Starting to put some
872.
distance between himself and Corteza. And if he keeps up this pace, this will be some kind of win for Feijen.
Oh, I wouldn't bet against him right now. He's going to make a ball. He's going to make a ball. Where are you, 1? There it is. Except he didn't make a ball. This is going to be really a cliffhanger. It already is, but what lies ahead? What lies ahead?
He's hot. He's just flat out hot that he can't buy himself a break. And
I'll make another statement. Corteza does not run out here. That's a big statement.
That's
too.
a big statement,
It
given
doesn't
that first
matter.
shot.
But I did see him in Syracuse when the other guy came at him. He just got up and made believe everything was okay. This would be a heartbreaker for Niels to lose. And
Well, he'd almost feel like he'd have his pocket picked because he crushed the break there. Shot on the
Nothing
one,
went.
nothing goes in, and I mean he's starting to, he's hit another gear with his game.
look
but
how
he's just not
cool
getting
this
any
guy
help.
is. Look how cool this guy is. Got the perfect angle to go to the 5. But I'd like to say the 8 to the 9 is a problem, but not the way this guy is playing. He is still playing. None of the things that happened, the lead diminished. it didn't bother him. It looked like he just happy to get this shot. Forget the rest of the match. He's still 1 game ahead. Oh, he got a little off angle here.
It just means he's going to have to leave himself a little further from that 7 unless he wants to try and go
to the end rail,
to the end rail and back, which is also a distinct possibility.
And if you're worried about that, you could shoot the 6 in the far right-hand corner and get to the 7 in the same pocket, because look where the 8 is. You'll have nothing to do on that. Let's see what he decides. He decides to spin forward and hit the 9. Makes it a little bit trickier now. If he didn't hit the 9, he'd be fine. I think you almost would have been better off shooting it in the corner in your automatic.
Got to stay still on this.
This is missable. He didn't miss it, though.
Center. Couldn't have hit that one any better.
He got himself together. Heck with everything that's happened, he said. This is what he did in Syracuse. At the Turning Stone, he did exactly this. Nothing bothered him.
Well, parks the 9. And with a little authority, it's fair to say. And on the hill, Levan Corteza 10-8 ahead of Niels Feijen. And we'll be breaking for the match.
And he just went over to his chair and shook his head. I don't know what that means. It means that, I think it means that he's happy to get on the hill, because it looked like he was going to be dead. But luck was in his favor so far, because Neil did pop them good and not make a ball.
Quick check of the rack. And
he doesn't like
called,
it.
No, well, he hasn't been happy with very many.
Well, I'll fix you guys for making me hit them harder. I'll make you work on the rack. Okay, check it again. Well, he's going to accept it.
Rack number 19, 10-8 in favor of Corteza.
Well, he made a ball, and there he is. He's got position. This ball goes.
If this ball goes, he's got every chance. I think Niels, with his crossed hands, crossed arms there, he's, yeah, this ball flies into that corner pocket.
Niels is sitting there.
That's the difference. That's the difference in the match. I mean, from the break, Niels has just not had any luck at all.
No. He broke him solid there. He's looking, does the one pass for sure? I said it does.
Niels has probably shot about 940, 950 in this match, and he's going to lose it.
Yeah, he's going to lose it. A rare, rare happening. Well, he's taking his time here. Is it possible the one doesn't go by that ball?
I think it's wide open. I
thought so, too.
Yeah, I think he's just gathering himself, and
yeah, if he falls on the 2, it's over. Well, maybe not so much over. He might have, well, I like it. Okay, do you draw it past the side pocket, or do you pop it 2 rails? The Z stroke, I call it. Watch, if he does pound it. Oh, he drew it. Look how cool he is. I mean, he doesn't look rattled at all, does he? Great stroke. That was a good hit there.
Yeah, a little straighter than he would have liked,
well, he
though,
could hit
so
rail
he's
first.
going to have to work it.
Hit rail first. You got an angle then.
Spinning it out.
That's it. That's it. This is over. Niels could be proud, but he could be on the loser's side too.
Well, if he keeps up the standard of play he's shown us here, there aren't many players that are going to knock him out of the tournament.
He can win it by playing single elimination now.
He probably has to feel like he's matched Corteza shot for shot.
Oh, he knows he outplayed him, but the score doesn't show that. cool customer.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
didn't get rattled.
Feijen put a 4-pack on him, and he just came back
Like it was the beginning of the game.
Like it was the beginning of the game. Well, he beat a very fine young player, young Canadian Jason Klatt, in the preceding round. And with that 9, he has just bumped Niels Feijen over to the B side, the loser's bracket for Feijen. And it's going to be Levan Corteza still motoring on with a chance to win the title here at the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. 11-8 the score. Corteza home and dry.